Hello and welcome. My name is Andrew Soto, a career guidance specialist at the ELC of Broward. What this video serves is a demo of the application process toward a T.E.A.C.H scholarship. T.E.A.C.H scholarship is a scholarship any early educator can take advantage of, especially in Broward County, as long as they meet a few criteria. So let's get started. Now, first thing I'd like you to see is two different websites. One would be the T.E.A.C.H website, T.E.A.C.H official website, teach-fl.org. From here, you can get all your T.E.A.C.H information. That includes scholarship models, which you can see from this booklet here, as well as the training directory, where you can look up potential courses to take. Now, when you actually want to fill out your T.E.A.C.H application, you can go to apply to T.E.A.C.H today, but it will, or portal login, both will link you to the website I'm about to show you now, login.thechildrensforum.com. You'd go to login. On first login, you would need to create a personal account. I already have one created, so I'll log in right now. Starting this the first time, you would create a personal account at the button seen here. Upon creation, you'll be asked to fill out a certain number of fields. One would be your demographics as well as your contact info. You'd also need to verify your account through your email. So just make sure you have your email information handy. You cannot start an application until these fields are done. So let's just go over them real quick. These can be found under profile. Demographics, I'll ask you some general questions, your name, your birth date, gender, native language, country where you're from, and what have you. Next would be your contact info. That would list your email, mailing address, and the rest of your address down here. When you're actually ready to start your T.E.A.C.H application, you can click My T.E.A.C.H Applications. From here, click Start a New Application. I have one already saved that is missing some required documents, and there are a few documents you would be required to upload. Firstly, one thing you need to upload is the account agreement. Now, this is a document specifically generated on this portal. So all you would need to do is download the blank document here, or blank account agreement here. It would go to your downloads folder, as it did for mine. I'll just show you what that looks like. From here, it has your information up top, but what you would need to do is print this document out, fill out in pen your social security number, full name, full birth date, signature, and date. See, as it says at the bottom, type signatures will not be accepted. So make sure you print this out. After you're done printing, find a way to scan this back into your computer and upload to the portal. So as you see, just click Add Agreements and browse filled out account agreements. And I'm just going to put this one back. There it goes. Document received. Please give us 7 to 10 business days to review it. It's generally how long it takes. The next field you would need to complete is your current DCF transcript, which obviously can be grabbed from the DCF website. This transcript is very quick to generate. I'm on the wrong site here. That one. So this should look very familiar to you all. Just need to fill out this field. And from the next page, you should have a link to download your transcript, and that can be generated immediately. The only caveat is your current GCF transcript needs to be printed within the last 90 days. So if this application has taken you longer than 90 days to fill out, just generate another DCF transcript. Next would be your high school diploma. Now, you need your high school diploma to apply for T.E.A.C.H. You'd go here, ask you date it was awarded, where it was completed. If it was completed in the USA, there's no problem. Now, if it is a foreign education, meaning you received your high school diploma outside the country, it would need to be translated and evaluated by a certified agency, let's call it. T.E.A.C.H, and more specifically, Children's Forum, has a list of agencies they accept evaluations and translations from. If you translate it from a different agency, they will not accept it. We have a list of these accepted agencies listed outside this video on the portal, which you can see. Next would be your proof of Florida residency. This needs to be submitted within the last 360 days, not a giant deal. Add residency proof. This is your Florida driver's license, an ID card, unofficial transcript showing resident status issued by state of Florida, current utility bill. Obviously, if it's a current utility bill, your name and your address need to be listed, a leasing agreement, or anything you can get your hands on. Again, you would just go here, browse file, and grab it and submit. Now, the next field is college degrees and active credentials. While none of these are necessary for submitting a T.E.A.C.H application, they are necessary if ever submitting a incentives application, which we'll go over in another video. But at least for this video, it's not required. So, documents complete. Please return to the application to continue. Now, obviously, this is just for me because they have quote unquote accepted my documents already. So let me go back to my application here. Now, as you see, it checks off. It is important that you have completed your demographic info or contact info. Otherwise, you would not be able to submit your application. Not only that, when first submitting your application, submitting all those files, it will ask you at the bottom, basically, what kind of educator you are, if either you're a director or full-time teacher, what have you. And if you talk to your owner and your director about sponsoring you. Because the way T.E.A.C.H application or the T.E.A.C.H scholarship works is generally T.E.A.C.H will cover 80% of tuition costs, as well as books and various stipends. This all can be outlined for you in the scholarship booklet from the T.E.A.C.H website here. But it is a partnership. You are required for 10% of the tuition, and your director as well as owner, not both of them, but if it's one or the other, is required for another 10%, and that makes the 100% of the tuition. So in any case, we're here in the application. First required field is to list your employer. This is how T.E.A.C.H verifies that you belong to a childcare site. All childcare sites should have a business account on this website. If they don't, they would need to create one of these well, not an application, but they need to create one of these profiles as well. So from this list, you'd go to select your employer, you type in your list, school, and your site should pop up, in which case you would click it. You type in your director's name as well as your director's email. On next, these are a lot of general questions. They do delve more into demographics. For example, language most spoken in classroom. How long have you worked in the childcare field? This field asks kind of your intentions with the T.E.A.C.H scholarship, where you wish to go to school, if you've paid already for said school, and when was your 120 hours completed. For example, this application is specifically for if I was obtaining a national CDA and I needed assistance paying the assessment fee. So it's kind of asking, when I complete my hours, it does cater to whatever you are currently applying for. Again, more demographic questions. Best description of family living situation. How many people are in your household? What language do you prefer for learning? How many college credits or any subject have you earned in the past 2 years? More demographic questions. Have you see, have any of your parents or siblings earned a child or a college degrees? And more questions and the like. Okay, and then finish. Again, just asking how you heard about T.E.A.C.H, your name, which is kind of the digital signature, and if you're finished with this application, in which case you'd save the application. Now, this does not officially, on completion, this application does not officially get sent to T.E.A.C.H as of yet. First, it needs to be verified by your employer. So your employer would need to go onto their business account, in which case your application will be flagged like, hey, is this person work for your site? They wish to apply for T.E.A.C.H. They would okay it, and then it would go on to T.E.A.C.H. The other thing I'd like to show you before going on is the ECE directory, as you see here. It's on the left-hand side. Clicking this will open a directory where you can kind of look up courses. Because remember, this is only a T.E.A.C.H application. Filling this out does not mean you are currently enrolled in this class. This is only a way to assist in paying the tuition for said class or program or credential or whatever you'd like. This ECE directory, you can also be gotten to from a link on the T.E.A.C.H-FL website. For example, it's right here. See, it just opens the same kind of place we were just in after it loads. Yeah. So now what this looks like, what I like to do when going, if I am not specific on what the school I'd like to attend, but I would just search the program. For example, as you saw my application, I need help. Let's say I'm getting started and I wish to receive my CDA, or let's say FCCPC, the state credential. You would go to credential, FL staff. I personally go to, when it says find by distance, I just go in with 100 miles just so I can really check to see all the schools in the possible area that offers. And you could just put in your zip right now, put in Coral Springs. If online program is something you wish to kind of filter by itself, I suggest clicking that box. But you go search, as you see, it lists all the schools that carry that credential. It goes into if it does award college credits or not, whether it has an online or classroom specific program. For example, we have Family Central here. So they offer it in English and Spanish. This one will grant you the FCCPC, which in turn will grant you the staff credential on completion. It's non-credit course, so you wouldn't be receiving any college credits, but you would be receiving the credential at the end, and is offered online or classroom. So let's say that is something that interests you. You could also click the Family Central link here. Gives you the address, the training type, the website. It also lists the department contact information if you wish to contact the school and learn more about that training program specifically. But that is all it takes to apply for T.E.A.C.H. I'd say most importantly, maybe gather your documents before starting the application, but any documents you upload is saved. So if you do need to come back, you would just log in and upload the documents needed. Not only that, which we'll get to in incentives, if you are also applying for incentives or even at a different time, all the documents uploaded are saved. So if it is still within the 90 days of you submitting your DCF transcript, it would still be there listed. But that is all for the T.E.A.C.H application. So thank you for watching. If you wish to contact me or my coworker with any questions, we're both career guidance specialists. Our numbers are listed below as well as our emails. And I'd say if you do have any issue with the portal, specifically technical issues, you can reach their customer service line at the Children's Forum at 888-FL-CHILD. So again, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.